Hey, welcome back, Chupirins. Last video was Brooklyn to upstate New York and North Jersey. Today we're doing it Hoboken, New Jersey, back to Brooklyn. This is the Hudson River, the only thing separating Hoboken from Manhattan, New York City. Right along the water is Pier A Park, one of the best skyline views you'll find outside of New York City itself. Outside Hoboken Terminal, there is a statue of Samuel Sloan, the guy who basically built the railroad that turned Hoboken into one of the busiest transit hubs in the area for the locals. The terminal itself opened back in 1907, a proper Beaux-Arts building. It's actually a National Historic Landmark. What makes this station so special is that it has ferries, PAT trains, light rails, buses, ride shares for the locals and beyond. Hoboken Terminal connects pretty much all of it. I went straight to the waiting area. And realistically, most people don't actually wait here anymore. Everyone's rushing straight to the platform, especially in this New York City go, go, go lifestyle. But if you do have a few minutes, like I did, to spare, this is such a gorgeous place to wait. Probably one of the last real waiting areas you'll find. As someone who admires and loves architecture, I looked around for a moment. I loved the stained glass skylight. It's real Tiffany glass, designed by Louis Comfort Tiffany himself, with floral and Greek patterns. It's over 55 feet up, and it lets natural light pour through. This building survived Hurricane Sandy back in 2012. The whole waiting room flooded, and they had to fully restore it before it reopened in 2013. One thing I didn't expect to find was a model layout of the station made for kids. You're supposed to put in a donation and press play to watch the trains run. I'm not totally sure it still works. Little railman figures and everything. A small detail, but I thought it was such a nice touch in a station with such a classic look. This isn't a new game. It's a timeless piece. And I think the main hall is really well taken care of. It's clean, it's got character, and you can tell someone's actually maintaining it. That said, once I got down to the pad platforms, it was a different story. You can tell those areas have aged a lot more. The paint is peeling, which makes sense. That's the part that gets the most day-to-day wear. I also found this interesting creature here. Is this real? What did I do? What is this? I think it's an art installation. So I asked someone where the pad train was, and she said we have to go downstairs, and then there are machines there where we can pay and buy tickets. Ay, mi amor, vamos al Q, a 33. Ese es nuestro tren. Hay que pagar. There's the PAT train that goes further into New Jersey, and then you have this side that ends up going to Manhattan. And it seems like a pretty nice station here. I took a photo of the map when we arrived at Herald Square in Manhattan, 33rd Street. And here you can see that the PAT train can actually take you to Newark Penn Station in New Jersey, which connects you to the train to Newark Airport. That's a really good fact to know. You can take the PAT train pretty much almost all the way to the airport, but you still need to connect to the air train, I believe. But please double check that fact. I just know for sure you can take it to the Newark Penn Station right here on the map is the proof. Another good fact if you're on a budget, the PAT train is only about 25 cents more than the New York City subway, so it's a pretty affordable way to get around, compared to New Jersey Transit, which is usually a lot more expensive since it's priced by distance. So if you're trying to save money and get to the airport, PAT can be a solid alternative depending where you're staying and where you live. So when you come out of PAT, train right here. This is the entrance and the exit. You literally have the walk through to the subway station. This is how you travel back home after visiting family. You always gotta take something with you, right, baby? Parents always give you something. My parents always give me something to take with me, especially food. That you gotta take something home. Editing Miljana here. I just want to share that this journey ended up, and that's the video that I took where I'm telling you about the food that we're carrying from my dad. What happened is that I had to take a shuttle bus because we ended up going to the 33rd Street, took the Q train, which I'm sharing in the video, and then we actually had to stop at a different station, which we usually wouldn't need to, but because there's construction, and I think this was a weekend, I'm not 100% sure because this usually happens either on the weekends or late at night in New York City. So we had to like take a shuttle bus. So we had to get off another station and take the bus and then take our train again, depending where the shuttle was. But the fact that we got off the train, that means that probably the shuttle bus didn't go all the way to our house, but only to a certain point, and then we had to get back on the train. So yeah, and I was exhausted by then, so I don't think I filmed that part, but I remember it. I remember during that time there was a lot of construction on our train line. Yeah, thank you for being with me. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video because I'm really, really working hard and sharing a video every single Sunday for the past few months or so. I've been so consistent with it and I'm proud of myself. And if you're enjoying it, I would love to have you part of the community, part of the family. I love you, Chupirin.